my name is Jiffy. This video is about a beautiful topic, that is neuromarketing. It's a formal study of brain response to advertisement and branding. Neuromarketing is a technique that is being increasingly used in market research. Neuromarketing includes direct use of brain imaging, scanning, other brain activity measurement technology in order to measure subject response to specific product, packaging, advertisement, or any other marketing elements. The neuromarketing gained publicity after the Pepsi challenge. In a blind taste test, consumers are asked to choose between Pepsi and Coca-Cola, and Pepsi wins. And there is one question arises that if people truly prefer Pepsi over Coca-Cola, why it is not dominating the market? Then the same challenge is conducted with fMRI scanner, and most of participants prefer Coca-Cola. This is because of the brand of Coca-Cola is strongly influenced in the mind of people. From this challenge, it is clear that neuromarketing analysis help the marketing experts to improve their knowledge about the customer and their behavioral attitude. It will improve overall marketing performance. Let's look into different technologies using in neuromarketing. The first one is fMRI, Functional Magnetic Resonance Imaging. It detects blood flow in the brain associated with increased neural activity. It will reveal the recall, level of engagement and emotional response of consumer. These techniques help to set pricing and improve branding. It is most expensive and invasive method. The second one is EEG, electroencephalogram. This technique records the electrical signals in the scalp from the neurons inside the brain. These techniques help to improve advertisement and branding. It is also expensive and invasive method, but it is not as precise as fMRI. The third one is eye tracking gaze. This technique detects exactly where the subject directs their gaze. It helps to understand the speed of recognition of consumer and help to know what grabs their attention and what confuses them. This will help to improve website design, ads and packaging. The fourth one is eye tracking pupillometry. It measures whether subject pupils are dilated or not. This technique reveals the level of engagement of consumer and it is helped to improve website design, ads and packaging. It is less expensive and easy to administer. The fifth one is biometrics. It measures skin conductance, heart rate and respiration. It reveals the level of engagement and whether the consumer response is positive or negative. These techniques improve ad content. The sixth one is facial coding. It identifies facial expression. It reveals general emotions like happiness, surprise, fears, and so on. These techniques will improve ad content and it is relatively less expensive. Let's look into neuromarketing in advertisement. One of the main objectives of advertisement is to transmit the core value of brand or product to the target audience. Neuromarketing is employed to improve publicity and verify whether the brand is actually transmitting what it aims to. Let's look into powerful examples of neuromarketing in advertisement. The first one is the importance of eye gaze. Images and videos that includes babies attract longer and they get more attention from the customer. In an advertisement, the researchers discovered that when infant look face on viewers, then the viewers also focusing on baby face and they do not focusing on the eye contact. Then the ad is changed as infant is directing its gaze at the product or test. Then the viewers also focusing on the ad content. The second one is using effective packaging. Neuromarketing technologies are being employed extensively to redesign packaging. Brands such as Campbell's Soup and Frito-Lay have used neuromarketing to restyle their packaging design. Consumers were exposed to a product packaging piece by piece and their response is recorded as positive, negative or neutral. This helps to change elements such as color, textiles and imagery. Frito-Lay discovers that matte bags with pictures of potatoes trigger the positive response from the people, whereas a shiny bag with pieces of chips give a negative response. Within months, they change their package design. The third one is testing ad. Major ad campaigns do not reach customer until after complete focus group testing. Neuromarketing help for testing ad. People brains are scanned while being showing an ad. Then the advertisers can find whether the person is pleased, upset, excited or bored. The fourth one is the need for speed. Neuromarketing is useful for detecting consumer trends. PayPal discovers that commercials focusing on speed and convenience trigger a higher response than those advertising safety and security, and they developed an entirely new ad campaign based on this result. The fifth one is frame scarcity in advertisement. Limited editions rely on the concept of scarcity. When the things are scarce, people are eager to buy that product. Let's look into advantages of neuromarketing. First one is discover fresh viewpoints. Marketers and advertisers strive on fresh thinking and new viewpoints. The neuromarketing helps to measure the effect of advertisement in terms of people, attention, emotions and memory response. It helps to provide an insight into how to design imagery for better capture attention and how to edit an ad to make key information more memorable. The second one is uncover emotional and non-conscious response. On an average day, most of us going through a journey of different emotions. Feelings and emotions can be influencing our buying behavior. Neuromarketing method can help to uncover the emotional response in a way that just asking questions can't. The third one, provide improved reliability of result. Neuromarketing reaches the unconscious mind of customer. It helps in understanding the reactions take place in the subconscious mind of every customer. It is very useful in discovering reliable data by getting true reactions to a product. Disadvantages are, first one is ethical concerns, second one is expensive methods, and the third one is availability of specific skills. The next is the marketing myths are disproved by neuromarketing. The first one is people who have used your brand before will remember you better. It's a false one. The University of South Australia discovered that if a person uses a brand before, it doesn't mean he will remember your brand in top of his mind. This excludes heavy users of brand, and the findings highlight the importance of developing advertisement to gain visual attention from potential and repeat customers. The second one is mobile advertisement is a great way to reach your customer. It is somewhat false. User experience with mobile ads can leave a bad impression if it is not properly thought out. The third one is having a celebrity endorsement helps your brand. It is also somewhat false. Having a celebrity endorsement in your advertisement can actually take away the brand attention. It will capture the visual attention from audience, but it will eclipse the brand also. This is called brand visual eclipse. So this video includes about neuromarketing techniques and neuromarketing in advertisement and advantages, disadvantages, and last some marketing myths disproved by neuromarketing. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.